Everyone, I'm Sadek. Today I'm going to show you how to create a login and registration system using Flutter. And in my backend, I will use Laravel. So first of all, I would like to say sorry for my bad English and a stupid noise that will generate from my keyboard. For this project, I have already done some basic designs and I hope you already know basic Flutter. Otherwise, this tutorial is not going to help you much. So you have to know basic stuff like input field, password field, uh, and navigation routing, those basic stuffs. Okay, so let's see the screens. This is the login screen and sign up screen, and I also have a basic home page and logout edit. Here is my Laravel backend API. There's a very simple 5 API routes, and I have this code in my Laravel backend with JWT authentication. So it's really simple, nothing rocket science, nothing big here. If you need any help, just comment. I will try to help. Okay, so let's get started. We have this screen, edit profile, and every screen under their own folders. So we will start from sign up. This is a stateful widgets because we will change states. So let's take a boolean. Is loading false. This is really important because based on the state of this boolean, we will show different text and button disable and enable state. So if it is loading, that means request is being processed. So we will show creating. Otherwise, it will show create account. And in onPressed, we have a method called handle login, and there is nothing but a simple navigation. So here as well, we will show if it is loading, we will disable the button using null. Otherwise, it will show this method. Okay, now once the request or once user click on create account, this the text of this should change to creating and the button should be disabled, because we need to disable the button so that the user do not click multiple time, and this way we can prevent unexpected result to the server. So let's change the set state of the boolean back to true, because we can assume that request is being processed. Now here you will do all your validation and other stuff. We will call the server now. So in order to call the server, we should format our data. Here this will be a very simple JSON data. I have taken some context input controllers. So here is the first name, last name, mail, and phone controllers. These are really easy. First name should be first name controller.text. So we have last name, email, password, phone. Okay, so the data is formatted, and we will send the request to the server, so it will be an async operation. Now we will have one more custom class to send API request to the server. So let's call it API and API.dirt. Here we will call it call API because this is how I love to call it. And we need to import a package. As HTTP. This is our base URL, and whenever we send a request to the server, we will add token. I will show you how to add token every time with a request without doing much of this much of work. So this is our base URL. Final string URL base URL. We will write two basic method, post data and forget data, and we will take data from and the URL. This will also be an async. Page URL plus API URL. http.post. Here we will require to pass the URL, then body, and we should include the body, just an encode the data, and we should set the headers. Okay, let's import the .convert. Of course, the content type will be application JSON. Accept will be application JSON. So this method is for sending requests to the server using post, and we will use another one for get. So we'll call it get data, and this one only required this API URL, nothing else. It will also be like async. Return avoid http.get for URL and the headers. That is why I have separated the headers so that I can use in all of my method. Okay, so for now I have only post data and get data. I don't need anything else. So let's use this get data here. So let's call it variable as avoid. Sorry, it will be the class name. So this is the class name called API and the method name. So let's import the class over, and then you can simply import it nicely. We will send the data, and the API URL for registration is this one. So we will send this one. Now you can see the body is json.decode res.body. Okay, now let's see what it is returned. Subject sign. Okay, we can see the request has passed and we have the data here, which is really awesome, but we forgot to change the state of our loader. So we will do this again at the very end. So here success is true. So we will say if body success, which is a boolean, mean true. So if it is true, what we'll do now, we will save the token and the user. This is our user. So if I print the user, it will be like this. And also if I print the token separately, then it will be body dot token. Okay, so this is how it will be. Now let's refresh it again and see. Okay, sorry, we forgot to make it to false. We kept it true, so it will be false. And now we can see our user is this with ID, and this is our token. So we need to save this one, right? Sorry, so this will be false. So here we will call our shared preferences. So this is how I have imported the shared preferences, which is a local storage for the mobile device. So we will save the token and user information in the shared preferences. So let's call it shared preferences as local storage. So we will initialize it here like this. Shared preferences dot get instance. And first we will save the token. So we will save it this way. Local storage dot set string. Of course, it is a string. We will name it token, and the value is this. Now we could save ID, first name, last name, email, everything separately like this, but I would prefer to save everything inside one string. So in order to do that, I have to encode this and then save it. So I will make this JSON encode this one. So this way my user is saved. Now if I want to get my user back in any other page, it is really easy to get. So let me see if I can get the user from here, just like this. Variable user JSON equal get string user. So if I print it user JSON, I will not be able to access ID like this because I encoded it. So I have to decode that string and then I can get just just to show you. Okay, so let's see once more. Perfect. Now you can see I have my user back here, and let me show you. If I try to access the ID here, I will not be able to access it because this is not how I saved. So it's just a string. So I have decoded the string like this. User equal JSON dot decode user JSON. Then I can actually do this user dot ID, and then I will get my ID from the user. You see, I get the idea of time. Now the user and token, everything is saved. Now we will send the request. We will send the user to the home page. Okay, this is our home page. So after everything is done, send the user to the home page. And in home page, we have this screen. And in this screen, we can take the user information, because we see some user information here. So you see some user information. We can show this user information from this local storage. So in order to do that, what I have to do is I have to get the user information back. So the best way to get it from here is init state. So in init state, we can bring it like this: get user info. So just let copy paste few things here, and of course we have to use it async, and we have to import it, and we have to import the dot convert. So here we save the user, and also we save the token. So if you need the token here, you can bring the token, but let's bring out the user first. Okay. Okay, now we need to save the user in some places. So let's say variable user, or we can say user data. Then so insert set state, we will user. So the user data is now changed back to user. Now here inside the first thing, we can show user. Sorry, it will be user data dot first name, this way. Not sure what's happening here, so let's refresh. Normally this operation is takes a little bit time, that's why it is done in async. So this variable might be null initially, so you should take care about this case. So let's see if it works now. First name, new user at gmail.com, give any number here. You see I got my new user ABC, makes sense. But here I will also have a exception thrown because it was called on null. So in order to avoid this exception, we need to take care about the data. So you can do your logic in any way it makes sense. So you can do the logic here, or you can do the logic right here like this. If user not equal null, then show this, otherwise just show an empty text. Let's see if this works. No error. Perfect, no error. Okay, so you can handle the logic this way. So now what I will do is I will use first name. I don't know what it is, so let's forget it. This is the last name, so it will be last name. What is this XYZ? I don't know as well. Okay, so email will be this one. Okay, I see what wrong thing I did. First name and last name. I should place it here, first name, and this one will be just the plain first name, and this will be the value, so it will be last name, and this will be email. Sorry, again I did mistake. This is one. So yeah, you can see these are the real data. Now in my next video I will show you how to do a login and log out. Have a nice time.